All right, everybody, welcome back. Live, not at Drew's house. How about this, huh? We're out on the Newburyport Pier here, right along the water. This is my friend Mateo McDermit. He's a piano player. Mateo, play us a little something, will you? Get us started. What do you got? He's good. All right, Mateo, tell us a little bit about this. You brought did you bring this thing out? What's the deal here?
Yeah, I brought it myself with a couple of friends and my parents too.
Yeah.
I brought it on a trailer from Elliott, Maine.
Wow.
And I don't know if they're that's near Portsmouth, Maine.
Okay.
Or Portsmouth, New Hampshire, I guess.
We'll give everybody a good look at this in a little bit, but but this is a pretty cool project. So have you been playing this to people walking by at certain times, or what?
Yeah, it depends. At the beginning, I was sort of got a lot of stage fright because it's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people, yeah.
And I haven't really played in front of that many people, but it's really cool because I've met a lot of talented people.
Yep.
Most of them younger kids, and they're really good at it.
You've been giving some lessons out here, or what?
A couple of kids wanted to learn how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and stuff. So I'm
showing
stuff.
That?
Yeah.
Do you actually take requests?
Not quite. I've only been learning for 8 months-ish.
Oh, really? So
yeah.
You're kind of a beginner.
So yeah, I guess I'm kind of a beginner. I put a lot of time into it, but it takes a while to get requests. You need to learn by ear. And stuff.
Yeah.
So that takes a couple of years to develop.
All right, a little bit about yourself. We're talking a little bit about where you go to school. Tell me, give me your background here.
Yeah, so I go to Virginia Tech. I study biomedical engineering. I'm a junior.
Okay, you're very smart then. Very good. My sister went there.
Cool.
That's fantastic. You liking it?
Yeah, I like it.
And you're from Plum Island, is that right?
Yeah, I live on Plum Island.
Okay, and you've taken up a love for piano.
Yeah.
And this is a very unique place to do it. So you get a little gun shy, I get it, but it must be kind of fun playing out here. It's a beautiful day on the water.
Yeah, no, it's really fun. I have a bunch of friends that also are pretty talented with piano and stuff, so we'll kind of come down here and just hang out during sunsets. Yeah, the trust gave me a really good location here.
Okay.
This kind of tree protects from some of the...
I imagine you had to go through and approve this and everything. You don't just get to put pianos wherever you want, right?
No, I had to go through the trust. I had to go through City Hall. Donna Manuski, she helped me a lot, and sort of organize and get to the connections and stuff to figure this out.
Good job, Donna. We have a little bit of an audience here. We have a couple dogs. That's good. We got dogs, a lot of people. Of course, the birds are chirping, and we've picked one of the hotter days. So I appreciate you doing this as we begin a heat wave.
No
I think probably not the best kind of day to play piano, but
that's fine.
But I'm going to step off for 1 second. This is kind of cool. One thing I can't do at home is I can kind of show people your piano. Oh, I'm going to block it there, but there we go. See the little makeshift show here. But let's take a look at everything. Look at that, huh? So where'd you buy it?
I didn't buy it. It was free.
It was free?
Yeah.
This thing was free? No kidding.
Yeah, I got it from South Berwick. It's actually a really common thing for people to try to get rid of pianos.
Is that right?
So especially sort of older pianos like Sterling, which is sort of an older piano model. So basically I got this in South Berwick, Maine.
It's okay.
From somebody that lived there, and they were just their, I think their grandmother's piano, and they just were trying to get rid of it.
Wow.
So they said that if I can pick it up and get rid of it for them, then I can have it for free.
Well, I would imagine that I'm not the first person to be curious about what you're doing outside playing a piano. What kind of questions have you gotten about this?
Just random questions? Or
yeah, people hey, are you always here?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have asked me to play just songs and stuff, which I usually do.
Yeah.
Generally, I'm pretty busy, so I kind of just have to be in and out. I'm sort of doing all the maintenance for this.
Oh, okay.
So I usually just double check to make sure none of the strings have snapped, which sometimes happens when kids
Oh, yeah.
Other thing is weathering and making sure the inside isn't too humid or too dry.
Yep.
So that's what I have a sensor in there for.
Okay.
And then the last thing I do is I make sure it's covered with a tarp whenever it's going to rain.
All right.
So I get a lot of questions about what exactly it's here for. Obviously, it's sort of the big question, and that I have the sign for to help explain.
Wow. I think you have a fan behind you there, screaming for songs, I think. Well, very good. So do piano players cringe when kids come over and do that, or is it just
sort of. I think it's a lot of the people around here are really nice, and I think kids they really definitely enjoy it, which is sort of the idea with this piano is to at least inspire some sort of musical abilities for their future.
Is that your end goal? You want to inspire some kids to play?
It's because the link between mental health and music is really strong, which is why the sponsor is particularly, I guess, meshed together.
Tell us a little bit about that. Look at that.
So this project was sponsored by the MMH, which is Massachusetts Association for Mental Health.
Okay.
So they offer a really good resource that...
And he's reading off a big sign here behind the camera. For those of you who don't know why we're gazing off into I can show it later.
Yeah. So basically they work with all kinds of different people to help those struggling with mental health, or at least provide resources to those who maybe can't afford it, like therapy and stuff. You know, they just they're a good resource for a lot of people.
Very cool. What led you in that direction? Is that just a cause that's close to you, or?
Yeah, it's a cause that's close to me, but it's also they were willing to provide a grant to help me afford this piano. So
that always helps.
The money also very much helps.
Very good. So this is cool, and they probably helped you get this spot too. I bet nobody will have a problem here when you're doing such good work.
Yeah.
That looks fantastic.
Yeah, and then the other club, the Virginia Tech one.
Yep.
That's called Enable. At Virginia Tech, like I said, I do biomedical engineering. So right now I'm sort of on like a prosthetics track.
Okay.
It's not necessarily what I want to do, but it's something that I like doing right now.
Okay.
So basically I'm the president of this club called Enable, and that's where we sort of enable kids that have sort of physical disabilities like missing limbs or something like, you know, stuff like that.
Yep.
And we make affordable prosthetics for them
Oh,
so that
wow.
they can have fun with their friends.
What a fantastic thing.
So that kid's name's Charlie. Yeah, he's from Haiti and he doesn't have any limbs.
All right, here, let me show that actually while we're doing this. Here, play a little while I do this. It'll be good. Play your favorite song. I'll show the thing here. Let's see. Keep going. Sounds good. Coldplay, right? Finish the song. Finish it off. Keep going. Finish it off. Is that it?
I mean, it sort of just does like this riffing. It's a little bit longer. It's kind of a long song. But
Nicely
I'll
done.
just cut it there.
All right, slide back over. That is great. It's funny. I think people are actually. I think people are setting up shop. I've noticed people are sitting closer to you. I think it's your audience, even if they're not showing it.
Yeah.
So what's been the most? How many hours are you actually putting in out here? You said you're actually taking final exams right now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you've been doing a lot of studying. I'm talking to you during finals week right now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We're
No,
distracting
it's
you.
fine.
We'll
I
get you
just
back to work quickly.
Kind of just like camped out at the library. Pretty much, it's not that hard to get here. So it's nice.
Okay. So how many hours are you actually logging?
So you mean like maintenance hours?
Like no, how many do you sit here and play?
Oh, I don't sit here and play here that often.
Not that often.
No, I mean I'm pretty busy right now, but when I have friends, I'll definitely come down for like an hour or so.
Come down here. Yep.
It kind of depends on the night too. Like if it's a nice night, I mean, it's just something that I like doing.
Something to do. Yeah, I would think people would love to hang out around here. This would be
Yeah.
great. So how much? And you actually kind of stole one of my questions here when you asked for repair. So you said a couple strings break. Do you like know how to fix all that stuff? You're good with that?
Yeah, I taught myself.
You taught yourself.
Yeah, so there's actually a lot of, I don't know if you wanted to like look inside of it a little bit, but
Is that worth it? Is that worth a look? You
I
think?
think it's pretty cool.
All right. If you say it's cool, we'll do it. It's one of those shows. We're just kind of winging it as we go. I like it.
So one of the reasons I was also really attracted to piano is because
Oh, I'm gonna try to hold it. That's not gonna fall, is it?
No, it's
okay.
It's a very advanced mechanism. There's a lot of engineering that actually goes into it. So all these are hammers and the strings and stuff. These are the strings that I was talking about. Sometimes they snap when people bang on them, especially since the weathering on this piano is not great. So basically, I just come by and I check to make sure none of these have like snapped or there's significant damage in the hammers. And all this, I kind of check the strings often because I have to tune them.
Okay.
So I don't know if you noticed. You probably don't have an ear for it, but like it's definitely out of tune right now just because of like the weathering.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come back and have to tune it real quick, probably one more time before the summer ends.
All right.
And so that's something that I taught myself how to do. These are like the pins that you just rotate with a tool, and you just listen by ear to make sure it sounds right.
Great. What's kind of a might seem like an obvious question to you. What about rain?
Yeah, so rain, I have the tarp.
Okay, you got a tarp that goes on?
It's tucked away behind the back.
Hopefully, Pete, you guys aren't getting too nauseous here by me doing this. I think it's working out. I don't have too steady of a hand, so I always got to be careful of that. But you have a tarp that goes where?
It just covers the whole thing.
Okay, we don't need to show that. It's a beautiful day. No need to jinx it.
Logo of the sponsor. It's not that one.
Okay. All right, so let's bring it back down. We'll talk for a few more minutes here. So yes, it's funny. My boss has actually made an appearance today. Sarah Hayden, who I've been. Do you know Sarah?
No.
No, she's the boss of the station. So she's brought her new dog down. We have a lot of dogs. This is probably. Have you had any any nice compliments or anything? Anybody say anything just lovely to you since you've been here?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people definitely appreciate it. They like the art and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of the kids really love it, so the parents like it when the kids can just have fun with this, even if they don't know what they're doing.
Do you ever have like a parent leave a kid and keep the kid and play for a little bit? You're on babysitting duty before you know it?
Yeah, I can definitely watch that. Yeah.
Be careful of that. Oh man, so tell me a little bit about school. So you're doing final exam week right now. How is that working with the pandemic? Is that you doing everything from home?
Yeah, everything's virtual right now.
Yeah.
So I kind of I'm used to it at this point. I've had
So
like
it's Virginia
2 semesters.
Tech from Plum Island?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'm doing statics right now. I'm just gonna get that over with.
Gotcha. So what's the how does test taking go in a virtual life? Do you have to take it at like a certain time still, or you just?
So the rule is you have like 24 hours to take it, but it's within like a certain window of time. So like I don't know, like Canvas is the site that we use, and so I have 85 minutes to take my test, which is 85 minutes normally.
Okay.
And basically I log on to Canvas and I click take quiz, and then it shows a bunch of problems, and I have to do that on paper and then take a picture of it and then scan it and send it to my professor.
Wow, okay.
So I do that all within 85 minutes, but I have like 24 hours to like do it, you know?
Yeah.
So like it's an hour and 25 minutes to take the test, and it will close after that period's over.
Okay.
But I could do it at any point in the day, which is really nice for me because that means I can do stuff like this.
Okay.
So.
You ever take a test right at a piano?
Yeah, I did that last week.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yes, I just like the piano because it's like a nice break, and it was a nice day, so I just took my test and then I came down here and played it.
It's almost like you get stressed during the test. You can just take yourself away for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice.
That's right. So you're only 8 months in on actually learning how to play piano.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. You're
Thanks.
very good. How'd you kind of pick it up so quickly? They say it's easier when you start way younger. So
yeah, I mean that was one of my concerns. I definitely wanted to do an instrument when I was younger. So my dad plays guitar, so he tried to get me to do guitar. Yeah. But I just didn't like it because it hurt my fingers a lot.
Yeah, you gotta get those calluses.
Yeah,
going.
I just couldn't get past that point where I have to have the calluses and it's more fun to play rather than like painful.
Yeah.
So basically, I kind of took a break for like 3 years, and then over winter break, I was like really bored. My mental health wasn't great because of the pandemic, and school was just sucky.
Yeah, how bad has that been, by the way? Just is it? I know you say you're adjusting with it and whatever, but is it like, what's the consensus among college kids? Is it like, oh, come on, not again, just go away, pandemic? Or
Yeah, I mean, nobody likes it, especially since I'm paying so much money for this, and I'm not really getting the same resources that I normally would, like office hours in person and such.
Yep.
So, I mean, in general, like, no, it wasn't great. It doesn't mean I didn't want to take a break or not. It was just like I knew I had to kind of get through it while I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely tough because I couldn't like hang out with friends really. It was not like very open, you know what I mean? Like, my school is huge and in the middle of nowhere, so like having people is sort of the thing that makes it have fun.
Yeah.
Football games and basketball games, all the crowd events.
Yeah.
So all those were canceled, and you kind of just had to make your own fun.
I hear you. So it must be kind of nice because I know here it's been pretty good, at least for the beginning of the summer. I know it kind of dipped back here recently, but it's been pretty good. You probably got to hang out with your friends. You guys say you actually will come down here and hang out around the piano?
Yeah.
Cool. That's a nice little hangout spot. Is that like you organized? Meet me at the piano at 7?
Yeah, pretty much. It's super loose. I mean, it's just like if we're bored and it looks like there's going to be like a sunset or something, we'll just hang around you.
Predict the good sunsets. I like
Yeah.
that. Oh my goodness, that must be beautiful playing to the sunset.
Yeah, it was fun with the fireworks.
Oh, the fireworks are right there.
Yeah, on Yankee Homecoming.
All right. Yep. Well, that's great. So you were playing some music during the fireworks?
Yeah, and there were a lot of people too, so I could.
So that must have made you a little gun shy, huh?
Uh,
If you have any stage fright at all, fireworks night
yeah,
is.
I mean, the one thing about the piano, it's nice. I just look down. It's peripheral vision isn't great, so I don't really notice people. It's actually funny.
Yeah, you're not jumping on any pianos at this point in your.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I guess they're. Yeah. You don't have to do that stuff. But no, that's kind of nice. You can get in your own little zone. Have you always been a water guy? You like hanging out by the water?
Yeah, I'm a big surfer and skateboarder, so surfing's really fun. And since I live on the island, I mean, like, water's all around me, so I'm so used to just having that as scenery.
That is true. Yeah. Do you ever have you thought about moving this at all? You're gonna maybe this project's over and maybe I'll try it somewhere else.
It kind of depends on where I can put it. Like, obviously, there's a lot of work and approval that is required to
Sure.
have it just sit there for a while.
Yeah.
But for next summer, I'm pretty sure City Hall said I could do it again, so maybe I can talk to them about doing a new location.
So you could actually make this like a staple project.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. It's raising money for good things, so.
Raising money for good things. That's kind of who's going to argue with that?
Yeah.
I would say mostly my dog's been pretty good through all this. Huh? We brought Mookie aboard. Marley's been good. Sarah Hayden's here, the boss. The dogs are doing good. They're enjoying this. So we've been successful here so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. You actually got to walk the dog a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I like the dogs.
All right, we do rapid fire on this show usually towards the end. I'm going to do it with you really quickly, all right? Favorite musician?
MGMT.
Oh, I like them. I had always wondered, is it MGMT or like management?
I just say MGMT.
MGMT? It's funny, okay. Yeah, I do like them
quicker.
there. It is quicker.
Yeah.
All right, so your MGMT favorite movie?
Nemo.
Nemo?
Yeah.
Like Finding Nemo?
Finding Nemo, like the kids movie.
Like the original?
Yeah.
I love that movie too. It's a great movie. It's a great choice, but I think that's the first time we've got that as a favorite. That's okay.
I like kids movies.
You like
Good.
kids movies? All right. I like that little fun fact about yourself.
But if I had to do like a more like adult movie,
Yeah.
I also like Interstellar. That's probably my like real
Interstellar?
favorite. But
Okay.
Nemo was like my favorite for a while.
All right. So Interstellar.
Interstellar and Nemo.
All right. Best. Do you go to a lot of concerts? The best concert you've ever been to?
I've actually only been to one concert.
Where's it been?
It was what's it called? What's this? You know, like Fits in the Tantrums. You know them?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So like they performed at Virginia Tech. It was like a
Oh,
concert.
nice.
So that was the only one that I've been to. It's
That's
just like
the
there.
cool thing about college. They give you those shows to go to. It's fantastic.
Yeah, actually,
right?
we have the band Camino coming too.
Oh,
so I'm
nice.
excited for that.
Hopefully everybody's all move away from the pandemic and we can all go there, right?
Yeah.
And what is the best class in school for you? Or your favorite class in school?
Favorite class? I don't know. It's kind of a hard question. I
Yeah.
haven't had like classes that I really like love right now.
Yeah.
They've more just been like grind through it. They're mostly weed out classes. So
Okay.
That's why it's kind of a hard question.
Fair enough. I keep looking at the camera just by the way, just to make sure that we're still in frame. It's a very different setting for me. Usually I'm at my
Yeah.
kitchen these days, and it's a very easy process. But all right, so and then let's do favorite food.
Favorite food? Empanadas.
Oh, wow! All right, good. We're getting very unique answers here. I like this.
I'm from Colombia, so.
Oh, okay, from Colombia. Do you get to go back there at all, or
Yeah, I go back there. Not like often, but like when I can.
do you ever play the piano in Colombia?
They don't have public pianos there. Not that I've seen, but like.
You gotta get one in Colombia.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
What's your favorite part about Colombia?
Well, I was adopted, so that's where my orphanage is.
Okay.
That's where I go to visit every once in a while.
So you like going back there, and
Yeah.
I've never been to Colombia. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, I was born in Medellin.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference between Newburyport?
Culture. Yeah, they go crazy for like holidays, like Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like they
And
have,
soccer games, right?
Yeah, soccer. It's
Yeah.
very different there, and the environment is super nice too. It's like always 75 degrees. And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
Like not like too humid.
Okay. Very good. And last but not least, what's the best advice you've got in your life here so far? Life advice. You're a mature college guy now.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy, but sort of just like embrace the moment for a bit. It's sort of where Play the Moment came from.
You know, I was hoping you would say something like that because here, I don't know if this is kind of impressive, man. You started raising money for a good cause. You got a piano here in a place I've never seen a piano. I think it's a pretty cool thing you've done.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks.
Well, I told you I would only keep you for 20 minutes because you have studying to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that, but I am going to ask you to play us out for the final couple, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
all
I
right?
can play you out.
Mateo, good to meet you,
Yeah,
man.
it's good to meet you too.
Follow Mateo. Do you want us to? Are you gonna have like a musician's page to follow you on? Or?
I don't have a website, but I have an Instagram.
Tell people what it is if they want to follow you.
It's Play the Moment Piano on Instagram.
Okay.
I think there's just like underscores in between each one of those words.
Okay.
But I can like send that to you later.
We'll tweet it out. We'll tweet out a video, and
Yeah.
everybody can see it. We'll get Mateo some social media play. How about that?
That'd be awesome.
Play
Thank you.
us out, man. Have some fun with it.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna get out of your way so you can do it the right way.
Yeah, just gotta use the pedal. Makes it sound better.
Live at Drew's house. Obviously not from Drew's house. Live from Newburyport. Thanks, Mateo. We'll see you.